What's going on, people? So today I was gonna do some live Pokemon, but for some reason I can't get on. So I do have this battle kind of like laying around, and I actually had this yesterday. I haven't played in a while, so I hopped on. I deleted all my teams, started fresh, and I made this team on the left, and this is one of my first opponents. So let's just hop right into it. So I lead off with Venusaur because looking at his team, he has no real response for Venusaur. Now, I know this is going to be Mega Banette, and so I'm just going to go for the substitute before he gets his Prankster ability, but he actually goes for Phantom Force. Now, I was actually under the impression that Phantom Force went through subs, so I went for Giga Drain. Had I known it would hit the sub, I would have went for substitute again. But yeah, so now he's going to switch out, and I think I also switch out predicting the Will-O-Wisp, and the reason I go into Scrafty is because I do have Shed Skin. Now, I want to test to see if this Meloetta has Dazzling Gleam. Luckily I did because it actually does, and I just switch into Mesprit, and I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn and get the hell out of there. Now, going to go straight back into Venusaur here because it's a better option than Jolteon, because going into Jolteon just leaves too much. It puts me in a predicament where I'm gonna have to predict. So I decided just to go into Venusaur because he's got no real answer for it. Yeah, but he does end up getting the Will-O-Wisp off with the Banette. That's fine. Now I'm gonna go into Rhyperior. I don't expect him to go for Psyshock. I also didn't expect him to go for High. I just kind of expected him to do something. Like I expected him to predict, so that's why I went into Rhyperior. Worked out, and he actually switched out, which leads me to believe that he's choice. So I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks here, and this was a bad play on my part. I go into Jolteon, and I'm actually gonna pause it. So I go into Jolteon. The reason is because I thought I was gonna threaten him out, and I thought really hard about it. I said I should go for Volt Switch. I'm Specs. I don't think it would kill. It might. Maybe not though. But the problem is, if Dugtrio did come in, I lose Jolteon, and Jolteon's really important in this predicament. So what I'm going to opt to do is I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball, because I figured Specs I'll be doing like 30% to Blastoise and nothing takes it. But that's because I haven't played Pokemon in a while, and I just totally forgot Meloetta is a normal type. So me thinking this is about to be super effective is pretty shocked when I see that it is immune. So I'm going to have to switch out. I'm going to go into Rhyperior here. And again, I'm pretty sure this thing is choice, so I'm not too nervous about it. I'm just going to go into Venusaur now that I see that he locked himself in the Dazzling Gleam. And this is going to be a free Giga Drain, substitute, whatever I want to do. I think I opt to go for Sludge Bomb. But he's not choice, ladies and gentlemen. He is not choice. And wow, that really sucks. I just lost my win condition. So that was a really good bluff on his part. I hadn't seen his leftovers at all. I even gave him props for that. I haven't seen his leftovers at all, and so yeah, he's gonna take out my Venusaur. That's a huge loss. I'm just gonna go into Mesprit, go for the U-turn here, and go right into Scrafty. Now, luckily, this Tangrowth doesn't seem to be doing much to me, and I don't see an item, which leads me to believe that it's a Salt Vest, which is great because that means it can't put me to sleep. Even though I do have Shed Skin, sleep would be annoying because that's a free switch into Meloetta, who can one-hit KO me. I am just going to go for the knockoff here, and he probably thinks I'm Moxie, so he's going to keep going for Scald, and I'm going to take advantage of this and just keep going for bulk ups and try to knock this thing out before I get burned. So he probably thinks I'm Moxie, however I'm not. I'm going to keep going for the Drain Punch, and I'm really hoping not to get burned here. But unfortunately, I actually do get burned, which is fine because it did do its job in the sense that it did take out Blastoise, which was probably the biggest threat on his team aside from Meloetta. It's for me to handle. So he's going to go into Meloetta here, and I obviously have to switch. I don't even expect him to go for the Dazzling Gleam because it's just such an obvious switch, but this is another huge misplay on my part. Okay, so I just kind of assumed that Meloetta would take me out. I don't know why I assumed that. I mean, I think it wouldn't have been a bad play if he just took me out. So I just kind of clicked Earthquake. In hindsight, I absolutely should have clicked Stealth Rock. because I know that Dugtrio is Focus Sash. They always are. And yeah, I would have broken its Sash, and he's got no spinner. But I clicked Earthquake, and you're going to see that's going to bite me in the ass because I could have gotten free rocks up there, but instead I just got, what, not even 20% done to a Tangrowth, who outspeeds and kills me. So that was a huge misplay. And yeah, so now I'm going to have to go back into Scrafty, because this is the only time I can get a rest up. It is the only time. So I go for the rest, and he's going to go for the Giga Drain, obviously not doing much. I don't think he expected the rest, or he would have switched. And luckily my Shed Skin activates the very first turn. So now I'm trying to play some mind games with him and see if he's going to bite and go into Meloetta. But now I think he's going to predict me to go for a second knockoff. And so I'm going to take that opportunity to go for some bulk ups. And I predicted him again to predict my knockoff, so I go for another bulk up. And now I'm just going to fire off Drain Punches, because now I need to be at a healthy enough HP where I can take on like Dugtrio or something, or Tyrantrum or whatever, if he decides to use that. Now, he's going to make a huge misplay. He's going to go into Meloetta here. And I don't know if maybe he forgot Meloetta was normal there. But yeah, that's going to do a shit ton to Meloetta, and it's going to take him down to 8 HP. And because of the Sludge Bomb Poison, I'm actually in an okay spot. Now, once he did that, I was like feeling pretty confident about the battle. I was like, okay, maybe I can pull this one out. So he's going to go down to 2%, and this turn took me forever to decide, okay? I didn't know if he was going to over-predict, and I don't know. I was nervous because now that I saw leftovers, I was like, maybe he has some sort of recovery move, like rest or something, and I cannot have that. So I was thinking on the off chance he is going to go for rest, maybe I should stay in. But finally, after like, I think it took me like 80 seconds or something like that, I finally decided to switch out because it's just a safe play to make. Had he gone for rest there, I could U-turn with Mess Spirit and go into something else. But yeah, he doesn't even go for that, so that proves to be the right play. And yeah, so that's great. So he's gonna Dragon Dance with Tyrantrum. I predicted that. I figured he didn't expect me to have Dazzling Gleam, and that's gonna do a shit ton. He does miss his head charge, which is unfortunate, but it didn't really matter that much. I did have a full health Blastoise, so that was fine. And that was weird. This Dugtrio has Pursuit, which is kind of odd, but yeah. So after Tyrantrum goes down, Dugtrio comes in, and yeah, it's pretty much a wrap from here because Dugtrio can't do anything. My Mess Spirit really, barring a crit Sucker Punch, but even so, I do have Blastoise, like I said. And yeah, this team is looking nice and crispy, let me tell you. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This team is great. I'm definitely going to be showing some more battles with this team because I am really enjoying it. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Later.